Greetings and welcome back to Sim's Corner. How do you choose your words and how do you use your time? That's what we'll talk about on this episode. Greetings, family. It's great to have you back at Sim's Corner, and on this particular episode we won't be very long, but I want to focus on two critical pieces. And I think these critical pieces are ones that if you focus on them, you will find some significant and positive changes in how you live your life. The first one is how we use our time. I want to remind you of some simple things on these next few Sim's Corner episodes. The first thing I want to remind you of is that most of you get out of school around 3:45, 4 o'clock, somewhere in that area, which basically leaves you about 5 or 6 waking hours of the rest of the day in order to do some of the things that you need to do. With that said, I want to throw this question out. How many of you, and I've thrown this question out before, but I think we need to revisit it. How many of you have set aside time daily that is focused on looking at whatever happened on that particular day and making sure you complete your assignments, stay up on your assignments, study for tests and the like? I would argue that a majority of us do not dedicate that kind of time. Now, I'm just one who believes that if you do that every single day, you're going to start making grades and wondering where they came from. Well, they came from significant time, overtime, being dedicated to trying to do something right. So, with that, I need for everybody, we have to stop wasting the time of the day. Time is ticking away, and we are striving to make sure that everybody learns. And it's so easy for everybody just to allocate some time every single day. Well, here's part of the problem. Part of the problem is my second piece, and that is choosing your words correctly. As I look around and as I think about my own self, as I stay on email and Facebook, and I don't do Twitter. I have a Twitter account, but I don't do it. But as I talk on the phone, text, the whole nine, that's time. That is time. And I believe if we carved away some of the social media that we engage in and other things that result in just idle conversation, we're going to find that we have more time in the day than we think. Watch this. Now, that seemed like a lifetime for me sitting here. Guess how long I sat still? 10 seconds. That was it. But I bet you it seemed like an eternity just to have me sit still for that time frame. Time is precious. And I just wanted to use that small example just to show you. And even as my videographer sat there, I know they were wondering, what is he doing? And when is he going to speak? It was just 10 seconds. That was it. Time is precious. Let's use it well. But back to my other point. We could do a better job as it relates to not only the time that we spend in conversation, but the way that we choose our words. Right now, we've had some students who've gotten suspended from Tri-Cities who have engaged in some poor word use. And we need to be real careful about the conflict-based, violent words that we utilize. I've asked the staff and students to refrain from profanity, but I still hear students utilizing profanity, and those things result in other things. So my tip for you along that line is this: choose your words wisely. Secondly, if you really don't have to say anything, it might be best not to say anything. Thirdly, always be reminded that you always have the choice to speak or be silent. I give my kids at church the 3 S's, and I say they have to utilize these in everything they do. You either speak, you either be silent, or you separate. And if you do one of those 3 things and you think about it before you do it, I can guarantee you make the right decision. All I'm trying to do is make sure that each and every one of you prevent yourselves from getting suspended, prevent yourselves from missing class, and prevent yourselves from stopping this whole thing we call education. We don't need to stop this. This is very important. So take some time to think over this next week. Number 1, about how you use your time. And number 2, about how you choose your words. And I guarantee you, if you just take time to think about what you plan to say before you say it, I can guarantee you're going to have a better result come out your mouth. And as a result, you're going to have just better things come in and out of your life. So that's enough to chew on this week. As always, if you have not done so, please subscribe to Sim's Corner so that you can receive weekly reminders of our messages and be in tune with just some simple advice I want to give you to make your life better. Until next time, may God bless you, and I love you more than you know.